Not one single fell. Alright guys, so hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Plays here with another episode on our Let's Play Minecraft Together Season 2 series on my channel. And as you guys noticed, yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated guys, because we haven't really sold any tipped arrows, and yeah, we need to change that. And the first thing that we have to do, guys, is advertising. Because if we don't advertise, then how are people going to know that we sell tipped arrows, right? The only reason that we get people in our shop is because of Ancient Debris. I've actually sold over like 500. I believe Ancient Debris, which is quite a lot, guys. It's our main seller, so we get people traffic through that. So if we actually advertise it, then probably we get a little bit more. So in order to do that, I have a banner, so let's actually work on it, guys. So it might take me a little bit just because I'm not too familiar with the actual like way to do this, so let's just go for it. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do, guys, is that we're gonna choose this one. Bam. The second one is gonna be this one right here. Bam. And then the same thing, we're gonna go on the other side. Bam. Now we're gonna go for the diamond, and we're actually gonna switch into our blue, which is gonna be this one right here. Bam. Now we're gonna go for the X, and which is right here. I don't really use, to be honest, I haven't really used the banners. This one I'm getting offline, guys. It's actually from a website called needcoolshoes.com. Kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know about that, but ended up finding it. Why is that? That's so weird. I didn't even realize. So I just looked up arrow banners on Minecraft, and I looked through a bunch of them, and this is like the one that I thought had the most effect. Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Yep, that basically signifies that there's tipped arrows, or that they are tipped arrows." All right, guys. So now that we have that, we're gonna go for the straight line going across, which is gonna be. Where's this line? Right here. And bam, there we go, guys. So this is gonna be our banner. Let's actually look at it. So as you guys can see, we have the two arrows, one going down, one going up, and then the little things, it kind of signifies like a little like effect to them, right? Like a little effect, like something going on. It kind of signifies the actual potion. So on the actual website, it looks a little bit better than here. I don't know if it's because of the textures or what, but that's gonna be our banner. All right, so I did make another one, that way we could have two, that way we could place one on either side of the shop, that way when people are around, yeah, they can see both of them, and it's just a little bit symmetrical. Another thing that we could do, guys, is actually send them a little care package. So I've been working on crafting some arrows over here as well. The thing is that I ran out of arrows, and then it's just so time consuming, guys, to actually go over to the skeleton spawner and get a bunch more. So that's actually something that we're gonna work on today, a way to get more arrows, just because like I said, it's really time consuming, and yeah, it's not really that efficient. And we got our little buddy over here. So the reason that I have this little guy is because I want the eggs, like just in case I ever need any eggs or any chickens, more like it. I need some eggs, right? And it's just one of those things that is kind of hard to come across. But yeah, so I'm saving all the eggs, and yeah, so he's our little friend for now. But yeah, guys, so I want to advertise at their base. So like I said, I have a few arrows. I need to craft a couple more, but I think this is actually gonna be enough. Arrow of slowness, yeah, they're both the same, so I think I'm gonna have enough to just give them a little taste of what we have, right? So I'm gonna probably give them each like 2 arrows, that way they could get an idea of how they work, and if they want to try it on another person or something, or on themselves, they have that. And yeah, so it's gonna kind of I don't even know that word. I don't know why I've been going for it. But yeah, it's gonna make them wanna go and check out our shop, right? So I'm gonna have to go into everybody's space here at the, I forgot what this area is called, but in the spawn area, leave them a little chest, a little note saying that we're open, and if they want any more tipped arrows, they know where to get them. Alright guys, and the last person that we need, I couldn't find, I completely forgot that Trent was over here in the nether. But yeah, we have Trent, so let's just give him his little bam right there. I don't think he'll miss it right there. And there we go. So I did end up running out of one of the arrows, guys, one of the types. So I'm sorry, Trent, you missed out on one of the arrows, but yeah, there's no way for me to get more. That's the thing that we're gonna be working on today. But yeah, guys, so ended up just leaving it like this, that way they know. With the little check out my store for more little nugget, 820. And yeah, so let's actually head out. And it took really long, guys. So that was probably like what, 20 seconds for you guys. For me, it was over 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. There's so many people playing on this server, it's crazy. So in total, guys, there was 92 bases that I went to, and a few people actually were linked together. They were working on the same one, so I just left one chest. And yeah, so I ended up with 36 left on my second stack, which I ended up using 28. So if you add one stack plus a 28, it equals 92 if my math is right, or at least Alexa. I didn't want to do it, guys. I just asked Alexa to do it, and yeah, she said it was 92, which is kind of crazy. Like when you're flying around, to be honest, you don't see all that. So I'm here at Tamarixa's redstone shop, guys, and we're gonna end up buying some materials. I didn't know that she had rails. I would have honestly bought them here, but yeah, I didn't realize she had those here. But it's good to know for the future. What I'm here for is these right here. No, you're not stuck. No, she's not stuck. I came here for observers. Ah, man. And the reason we needed the observers, guys, was for this right here. So I added 5 platforms for a pumpkin farm because yeah, we need emeralds, guys, and one of the best ways to do it is just by using pumpkins with the villagers, right? So that way we could get a bunch of trades going on, and then we could get some of the villagers to get some of the items that we need. And yeah, so one of the things that I ended up finding, so I don't think I had it on camera, but when I was getting the pigs for the witch farm, guys, I ended up coming across some villagers in the actual nether rooftop. And they were just wandering, being scared, right? Because there was like husks going around chasing them. And yeah, so I left them alone. And that was maybe like a couple weeks ago. And it seems like they came out through somebody's portal. And yeah, so they ended up being there. I left them alone. I didn't want to get them. Obviously, they're not mine. But then after 2 weeks, they just been wandering all throughout. So I don't think they're anybody. So I ended up getting them, guys. So I do have them in the other side, or on the other side of our portal, in boats. Which that's what we're gonna use, because I brought all the materials needed to actually convert villager zombies. But yes, you can see, yeah, we're not gonna need them. What I want to do now is, since the villagers are gonna come out through the portal right there, guys, I'm gonna have to extend this as well, our storage room, just so we can make room for the actual pumpkins, because I'm gonna have like a minecart picking them up and then taking them all the way to the top. That way we could have them in our storage room. So I'm just gonna extend it. I'm probably gonna do this all over. Like I'm gonna take everything down and like redo it, just because I want to have the villagers there as well, like all the villagers that we could trade with. That way when we AFK, yeah, they'll be there and all ready and all set. So I'm also gonna work on this, but I'll just do this on a time lapse. That way you guys can get an idea of how it is, because it's just repetitive. It's really easy. I think you guys have seen it before. I've done it before on the last season, where you just have a minecart rail going around, and then you have not four, but you have the dirt going across, right? In the middle you have a water source, and then you have observers and pistons, and then every time one of the stamps updates, the actual piston just like bam, it just smashes it into the ground, and then yeah, the minecart ends up picking it up. So it's really easy, guys, and it's actually really efficient as well. So yeah, that's what we're gonna end up doing. But right now I kind of want to work with the villagers since I already have the platforms. I was only gonna do a couple, but then when I did it down there, I was like, you know what, we could actually fit quite a few more, so might as well add a few more. And ended up coming out with 5 because I was thinking of doing like maybe 4, 2 and 2, but I didn't realize how high we were from the bottom. So yeah, let me work a little bit on our villagers because we need to come up with a breeder, that way we could get a bunch more. So once I get that done, then I guess we could continue. All right, now that I'm thinking about it, guys, I think we're actually going to be working on the pumpkin farm first, just because while we build the villager a trading hall, we could actually get a bunch of pumpkins in the meantime, because I think that's more important right now. Or first, more important first, is if we have the villagers, right, and we don't have the right pumpkins, then what's the point of having the villagers first? So I think I'm gonna end up doing that. So right now I just installed this automatic unloader, so as soon as the minecart goes here, it's actually gonna activate as soon as there's items going down there. Yeah, it just reads it and then it unpowers it, and it just starts unloading. So I have a few hoppers going that way to one of these. So as soon as there's an item here, it goes there, goes into that dropper, and then it just gets dispensed up the water elevator right there, and then it goes into our storage system. So we are gonna have to expand our storage system, but that's gonna work out in the future, guys, because yeah, we need to make it a little bit better since it's really small. I wasn't planning on doing this beforehand, so that's why I made it that big. All right, there we go, guys. So I ended up getting it done, all 5 layers, and it seems to be working as well. The only thing that gave me a lot of trouble was the unloader. For some reason it wasn't working. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but I got it working now, so now everything should be just working just fine. I also ended up doing the villagers over here. This one I ended up getting from Logical Geek Boy, which is really easy and really simple, guys. It gets everything ready for you. All the villagers get separated into their adult stage, and then you're also able to put like a minecart that will take it. So I really recommend this one. This one's actually really easy and is better than me attempting to come up with my own. It's basically simple and it gets the job done. So it would have saved me a headache if I wanted to do this as well. So also added the glass just because the lightning, obviously we don't want witches, which has happened to me before. It's really annoying. But you guys notice we got some pumpkins already going into our storage system. Let me come over here and let's see how many we have so far, guys. So we almost have a double chest full of these pumpkins already. So I think the 5 layers is a little bit OP. It's gonna be a little bit OP for us, guys, you know what I mean? I might have to disable the farm somehow once we have a lot, because yeah, like I haven't even got the villagers here yet and we already have a double chest. So I guess it worked doing the actual pumpkin farm first. But now I'm gonna start on the actual trading hall, which is gonna take a little bit, guys. Just I have to look up a tutorial, and I think it's also by Logical Geek Boy. So make sure to go check him out, guys. He's actually a really cool guy. I really like him. It's easy to follow his tutorials. He gives you a lot of information, and it's just like one of those tutorials where he knows what he's doing. Which is what I like, you know what I mean? Some confidence in there, especially because a lot of people, they just copy, you know, they watch his video and then they do another video on how to do the same thing their own way, but obviously they're not like familiar with all the mechanics and the reasoning for everything that he did, and he does, like, he just explains it, so it makes you understand the game a little bit more. That way it shows you like everything. For example, down there, oh, that villager needs to move because yeah, he needs to be on top of this fence. And oh, guess not. I guess he was over here and then he ended up glitching into the block. Oh, we lost your buddy. I'm sorry. All right, guys, and just like that, we finished. So I ended up fixing the actual breeder, guys. The problem that we had that actually took me a little bit to figure it out was that took some damage right there. Let me see if I could get down here. Yeah, I was. All right, so the issue that I was facing was that the fence right there was actually, or the wall more like it, was actually touching the blocks on the sides, which now they touch. So it messes with the actual wall, which allowed the little villagers to go into the corners. And then, yeah, when they grew up, they glitched a little bit into the glass, and then it didn't allow them to go up. So now I have seven. I disabled the breeder just because I don't need no more. And the way that I did that was that I just took the beds away, and then I also added a pumpkin, or not a pumpkin, but a carrot farm and a potato farm. So this is also by Logical Geek Boy, by the way, guys. And the way that this works is getting to be nighttime. Is that obviously once they have their potatoes, for example, this guy right here, he sees this guy right here, this villager. He thinks that he's able to throw the actual potatoes in there, but obviously the fence right there blocks them, and then the hopper picks it up, and then I have a dispenser right there that dispenses it, which connects to the water elevator over there, and then it goes into the system. So yeah, I added a few more sorters. So if we come over here, let me show you guys how that looks. And this is not the fastest working system, guys. I like potato and carrot farm. Obviously I would do more layers, but I think this is gonna be enough for now. And you guys might have noticed that we have see if I could do it like that. Yeah, we have some zombies over here. I was forgetting their name. And yeah, we have our trading hall right here, guys, which is actually really cool. So I have a total of 20 villagers right now, which is a lot of work. Like I said, I've been working on this for like a week, so it's actually quite a long time since I last recorded. But yeah, so I have six farmers right here. That way I could trade my pumpkins and melons. I don't know if I showed you guys that I added melons over here. That way I could trade a little bit more. So since we do have the zombies, guys, we're able to actually get the trades really low. So if you guys notice right here, I'm trading the pumpkins and the melons for one for an emerald. So it allows us to get a bunch more emeralds, right, for what we have. So I have six of these. That way I could trade, because obviously once you trade a little bit with them, their prices go up until you wait a little bit and it goes down. Over here I got three clerics, and the reason that I have the clerics is just for the bottle of enchanting, as well as that we're able to trade the glass bottles, which is really cool, guys. It's something that I wasn't aware of. And then as soon as, because I knew I wanted these guys for the bottle of enchanting, and then I noticed that we're able to sell our glass bottles to them, so we get a little extra emeralds, which is actually really cool. So since we do have the witch farm, it just works out overall. And then over here I got 10 fletchers. I don't have all the arrows right now, guys, because a lot of these I don't think I'll be using, since we're not really selling any arrows. I think I went into the wrong business of selling arrows, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we have these guys right here. For example, we have the poison all the way over here in the bottom. And something interesting about these guys is that every time I got one of these fletchers, right, it would never have the same arrow. Like I didn't have to kill one of these in order to get like a different arrow. Every single one, obviously not all of them trade for tipped arrows, but all the ones that did, which were these guys, had the different arrows, which was a little bit interesting. I wonder what how that's a thing, right? But yeah, guys, so now we have that. And another thing is that with these guys, we're actually able to trade sticks, which is and also string, right, which is something that we get from our spider farm and as well as our witch farm. So these guys, everything that I have in here just works out overall. And then if I ever want any more villagers, obviously we have our breeder over there, and then I could always just extend these, right? So I think we're all safe for this, guys. And then I just have my little room up here. So we come up here, our little sorting system, and let me get up here really quick. Yeah, so I have everything that I need in here. I'm probably gonna have to put like a slab or something, that way nothing spawns, but I think it shouldn't, since I believe there's enough light. And I got torches here and there, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I need to mess with that. But yeah, guys, so we have our sorting system right here. Obviously we don't need that much for these three, since redstone we could actually craft. Our gunpowder, we're able to, like, I'm just gonna be able to take it, for example here, since I do to use it quite a lot. And then our glowstone, we're never gonna have enough glowstone to actually fill all these three. The only one that will really fill up is probably the gunpowder, but like I said, we'll be taking that as we go. So we have our bottles over here. So I ended up changing some of these in the way that I thought they were more useful. Then we have our sticks, which, yeah. So since I've been working on this area, obviously the farm's been working, so that's why we got quite a few things. The things that we do get a lot, guys, is these right here, the melons. So I went down there into the pumpkin farm, and since there's 5 layers, right, that I did of pumpkins, that was too much pumpkins. That was way too many pumpkins, guys. So I went and I got some melons, and I did 2 of the layers into melons, and that's still like a lot. So I ended up disabling it. I only have 1 melon layer, and I think I have 2 pumpkin layers, just because it's so much. It's like OP. For example, you guys can see how much pumpkins we have, and I already traded a bunch of them already down there. Yeah, so I'll probably fill this already by now at least twice. So that's quite a lot. So I had to disable both of these, or at least 1 layer, 2 for the pumpkin and 1 for the melon, in order to keep it where it was okay. Because like I said, this was working while I was working on everything over here. So then we got our potato, which is not working that fast, guys. Like I said, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. I went and I looked into it, and it was because the villager had to be centered in the actual block in order for both sides to see it, because only one of them would see it. So yeah, and then the actual carrots as well. The reason that we don't have any at the top is because I was trying to see if it was working, right? Because if it was, then they would be at the top row right there. And yeah, so we got the carrots and that, and then these right here, I didn't know what to do. This is just in case I ever need to make like a different farm that I could connect it to this. But so far, this is where all the sugar and the spider eyes, since I don't really use it, then yeah, I'm just gonna be throwing these away. Even though I did add a like dispenser with lava, so any items that I might want to filter, for example, right now I'm just saving these because like I could just make like for example another of these right here just to fill it up, and then all these would just get dispensed into lava. But I want to save it just in case I ever need sugar for whatever reason, and it also serves as a backup for any of these that might overfill. But yeah, guys, so this is basically it. And this actually took quite a long time, guys, to work. Overall, guys, it worked out really good. But I want to show you guys something really quick. So this was probably like a month ago already. This is quite a long time ago. We ended up fighting a bunch of Endermen, guys, which is really cool in the server. As a server, we ended up going into the end, fighting a bunch of Endermen that were like really like mad, because we ended up taking over the End Island and making it into our shopping area. So we had a bunch of them that got mad at us, right? And then we ended up fighting them. So I'm showing you guys the clips of us fighting them, which was actually really fun. It's probably the first project, or like the first thing that I do with the server, which was really fun. I talked to a talk. She actually is the one that let me know when I was playing. I was recording as well, and then she's like, hey, we're doing this, you want to join? So I ended up going over there and playing with them, and it was actually really fun. So make sure to check it out, guys. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it, guys, for this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Place out. Man, there's so many people here, I can't wait to see what happens. But somebody just swimming down here, just laying down. Alright, get started, guys. Oh, what's going on? Where's the Enderman? Oh, I see the Enderman. I'm sorry if I'm quiet, guys. It's just I'm trying to concentrate. The thing is, I don't want to hit nobody. Oh no, I got one after me. No, I ended up dying. The thing is, I don't want to hit anybody. Everybody together, all together. Oh no. Oh no, I'm at that. Alright, I think that's the better way to doing it. No! Oh no, it seems like everybody's coming after me. They're coming here after me. Oh no. Are they all after me? No. Oh man, this is so hard. I'm almost there. Got one more chasing me. Come on, somebody help me. Oh, I'm gonna die. Guys, help me! Oh no!